Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Alright guys, I have to be honest with you. I have been crocheting for over 10 years and I have never made a complete sweater. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you're probably gonna be like, you're a liar, what are you talking about? I was seeing those mesh sweaters that you've created, so what's your point here? Now, to that effect, I know that I have technically created a sweater before, so I know the overall construction and process of how to create a sweater, but I wanted to do one that I didn't have to wear something under, where I could just have it as a normal standard sweater and wear it to work or, wear it to dinner. And I was always hesitant to create a sweater. I knew I wanted it to be like a staple in my wardrobe, so I knew the colorway had to be very simple, but also for the first 8 or 9 years of crocheting, I really only knew 3 or 4 stitches, and I basically created all the products and pieces I've done in the past with those 3 or 4 stitches. Now, in the past few years, I've definitely expanded my knowledge base of stitches and patterns and different ways of construction for different items, but it's really always kind of been a block when it came to the sweater and wearable fashion side of things. With that being said, I am crocheting my first ever sweater and I am so excited about it. So I finally found a style that I really liked, and it wasn't even a crochet pattern that I found, it was just a sweater I saw on, I think Amazon or Pinterest or something like that. And I was like, I'm gonna try and make that, but in a crochet sweater style. So I did, and I am midway through, I would say, with this, and I am so excited. So the first thing I want to talk about is the overall process of how I prepared for this pattern. I recorded a lot of this for Instagram Reels, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go check me out. My handle is up here. I knew that this is the overall pattern I wanted to go with. So I started off with sketching out the general style of the sweater, and I knew I wanted it to be very simple. I knew I wanted it to be a staple in my wardrobe, so I knew that for one, I wanted it to be black and white. That way it will go with everything. Ma'am, are you good? Okay. I wanted to go with everything I had in my wardrobe. Okay, my pets are really just demanding attention, so give me a minute. Going back to this pattern, I knew I wanted it to be very functional. I knew I wanted to go with everything I had in my wardrobe already. Even if this turns out like shit, I can always start over or repurpose the yarn into something else. I knew I needed a lot of yarn for a sweater. I didn't know exactly how much, so I headed to Michael's, and that is my go-to. So I went and got the 1 pound skeins by Lion Brand, and I got 2 of those in white, and then I also got a smaller, I believe it's Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn in black, and it is just all acrylic yarn. I'm going in with more of a kind of reserved mindset because I'm very aware that this could be very bad. So I'm just being realistic here, okay? But I knew that I kind of wanted to spend a little bit less on the yarn for this and just kind of figure out the pattern and figure out the overall technique for doing this. So that way, next time when I make a sweater and hopefully either have the pattern to sell or make it for a commission or whatever it might be, I can have a better understanding of everything at that point and then use high quality yarn as well. I got the yarn and I was like, you know what? I am going to be taking this to work with me. I'm going to be taking this in the car with me. These big skeins of yarn, these 1 pound skeins, are just not going to work for me. So I knew that creating them into yarn cakes was going to be the best option. So with one of those 1 pound skeins, I got about 3 full yarn cakes, and I'm currently finishing the last skein of that full 1 pound of yarn, and I'm just finishing up the back panel now. So I'm assuming I'm going to pretty much go through all of this yarn. So if that puts into perspective for you the overall quantity of yarn that you'll need, it's a lot. So just wanted to give you a heads up there. I have really been enjoying spinning my yarn into cakes, and I've gotten a lot of questions about this, and the main reason I do this is because not only is a yarn easier to work with in my opinion, but it's also easier to take with you if you're crocheting in a coffee shop or on your lunch break. Just kind of fold up the piece, grab a crochet hook, and put this in your bag compared to a yarn skein, the equivalent of this. You know what I mean? It's a bit more manageable. Overall, I just really like working with these compared to standard skeins. Everyone's a little bit different, but this Christmas gift that I got this year is probably my most used gift so far. So if you've been debating buying one, I definitely would do it. Now, is it realistic to do this for every single skein of yarn that you work with? No, but I find that when I have the extra time and when I know it's a project that I'm going to either have to make quickly or just something that has a lot of yarn in it, it's just easier for me overall. So let me know your opinion in the comments below. And also, you guys have really been loving that as well over on my Instagram. I've been getting some really great feedback. It is very satisfying. So if you want to see the process of how I do that, check me out on Instagram. Again, I've been doing a lot over there lately, so go check it out. So far, everything has been going 80% well. Okay, now let me explain. With the two front panels, they're a little bit off. Now, I expected there to be a few mistakes throughout my process of creating this sweater, and I just did not expect them to be with the first two panels. I like to kind of pride myself on having a very good tension when crocheting, but I'm realizing that maybe my tension isn't as great as I thought it was because these two panels are off. They're the exact same amount of chains and everything, but as you can see, about an inch of a difference. I'm going to be blocking these because that's, I feel like, the only way to get them to be relatively the same size, which will also be something new for me. I'm a little bit concerned if these are going to work the way I want it to work. So I'm also making a very oversized sweater. Basically going to meet like this. These are the center points, and it's gonna hit right about the hips here, okay? So this is a sweater so far. And like I said, we have that V-neck that I'm super excited about and a little bit of a drop shoulder as well. This is the front piece of the sweater. Now I have a feeling that when I do release this pattern, if I do release it, if it goes well overall, then I will definitely have this be a very customizable piece to be either a cardigan or to be a sweater. I need opinions, but also can you see like the difference there? It's kind of stressing me out. I don't know, but like if I stretch it, it's fine. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that here. But this will probably take me about another week or two to complete, and I don't want to wait that long to upload this video. So you may have to subscribe, stick around, see how this goes. But I am so excited about this. I am very proud of myself for taking the leap of faith to just try it and see how it goes. I'm gonna finish off this video with just showing you how everything is lining up so far. Now, the table I'm working on right now is a bit chaotic, so don't judge me. Obviously, we're moving all the holiday stuff out. There's lots of like, not spring cleaning, it's not spring yet, but like a lot of cleaning, reorganizing, getting rid of shit. There's a lot of moving parts right now, so. Okay, I'm doing the best I can here with showing you guys this, but these are the two front panels. And we obviously see that we have a V-neck here. I kind of prop them up on my tripod and my stack of yarn over here. Love that. But we see what we have going on right now, okay? So let me put the back panel on and show you how it lines up. I'm really crossing my fingers that it lines up well and it is seamless and the same size. So again, cross my fingers. As you can see, I definitely have that little excess space. I think that's just for my overall tension on this panel compared to the other one, which going forward I'm gonna be more mindful of. But overall, I think it's going to be okay since it's a little bit of a difference. Even on this side, just a slight difference. But I only have a bit more of the back panel to do to line up with this top section over here. So I feel like I'm in the home stretch with this overall. I still have the sleeves to do, obviously, but this is feeling promising. I'm excited. I'm hopeful that this is all going to work out and look good. So if you want to see how it actually goes, stay tuned, subscribe, follow along, follow me on Instagram so you guys see the full process over there as well. Do you guys like the colorway? Do you like the pattern overall so far? I want to know your feedback. Let me know. Do you have any tips for my first sweater, blocking, just anything? Let me know. The crochet girlies gotta unite here. Give me some advice. I want to know your thoughts. I will see you guys very soon with another video. I did film a little bit when I was getting ready to film this video, and I just want to include that at the very end. If you want to stay tuned and watch that, I really appreciate it. But if not, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I love you. Bye! A few months ago, as you may know if you've been subscribed to my channel for a minute, or if you're new, hey, this is not really related to the video, but I just feel like I need to tell you guys this because it's really made me think about a lot of things today and put a lot into perspective for me, and I just feel like somebody else would benefit from hearing this. So a few months ago, I was laid off from a job that I thought I was going to have for quite a while. It was something that I really enjoyed doing, and out of respect for the people involved in that, I'm not going to be very specific about that situation. However, I was laid off from that job, and it really sucked. When I was laid off, I, as anyone would, was incredibly stressed and anxious because I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to help support my family, and you know, it was a very stressful time. I was trying tirelessly to get a job and applying to a ton of things, and then being so upset that it wasn't getting anything that I would spend a day or two not applying and then feel guilty about that, and so on and so forth. The cycle would just continue. Financially, we're getting to the point where we need to figure something out, and it was tough. It was really hard, but I eventually found a job that I love and I'm still doing now, and it is incredible, and I love people that I work with and the company I work for, and I'm incredibly grateful for the job that I have, and I'm just in a much better situation than I was with my previous job. You know, when you find out things after the fact and you're just like, things just kind of come to light. It's like things are truly always happening for a reason. There's always going to be something better for you if one opportunity somehow, some way, for whatever reason, disappears from your line of view. And I just thought about that a lot today. Things always will work out. Even if you got to go through some tough shit to see the other side of it. It has really given me a whole different perspective on the situation. It really just has made me so incredibly appreciative of where I am now. Things come full circle and life is crazy. Just, that's it. That's it. I don't know who needed to hear this. If you didn't need to hear this, or you had to sit for a few minutes and listen to me ramble.